So, as you all may know, Minecraft Live 2021 just concluded, and many new cool things were announced this year, so today I will take you through everything that was announced in Minecraft Live 2021. Before we start, I just wanted to let you know that only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you were to subscribe, that would be amazing. Please, I'm begging you. Thank you! Anyways, the first thing that was announced in Minecraft Live 2021 was that seeds will work the same on Bedrock and Java, meaning that if you were to create a world in Java and wanted to show it to your friends who play on Bedrock, the seeds will transfer over to the other version. For some reason, I already thought that this wasn't the game, but at least I'm glad that it is now because I think it's a very important and needed feature. And if you were worried that the worlds you created before 1.18 will then corrupt, you were wrong because they are adding Biome Blending, meaning that there will be no weird chunk borders, but instead a nice, smooth transition from the old chunks to the new chunks. And this will also work with caves. Basically, under the caves that you had already explored in the old versions, there will now be created a new layer of caves below 0.0, meaning that the switch from 1.17 to 1.18 will go smoothly and without any worries. And now we have good news for owners of the Xbox Game Pass for PC, because you will not only be getting the Bedrock edition for free with Game Pass for PC, but also the Java edition of Minecraft once purchasing Xbox Game Pass for PC. I think this is great news, and the Xbox Game Pass for PC will now be the first place where you can get both Java and the Bedrock edition for Minecraft in the same place. But with every good news comes some sad news, and I have to announce some very sad news. So, you remember all the deep cave stuff with the Skulk blocks and the Warden? Yeah, that's postponed. Again. Basically, they will be doing all the deep cave and the Warden and the Skulk stuff in the next update, the 1.18, which, by the way, we finally know what it is. And it is gonna be the Wild update. And if you ask me, that sounds pretty interesting. So the Wild update will offer many different things, and first of all, it will change the atmosphere for every biome in the game, meaning that birch forest will be light and beautiful and sunny, while swamps will be dark and, well, swampy. It will increase the atmospheric feeling for every biome, and I think that's gonna be very great for the future of Minecraft. Next, of course, is the deep cave stuff, and let's start with all the different types of skulks. First one of them is the Skulk Catalyst. The Skulk Catalyst will turn the mobs you kill into Skulk, which can then be mined for XP. This means that for the first time in Minecraft history, you will be able to create XP farms that don't actually need you to be at the farm for them to collect XP. And this will be absolutely game-changing and will make gathering XP so much easier. Next is a little bit scarier type of Skulk, and this is the Skulk Shrieker. This is the one that actually detects sound. Once these Skulk Shriekers are activated, it will give you a short effect of darkness, and if they are activated too often, they will call the Warden. And once the Warden is called, it will give you an effect of darkness, and then we'll use the Skulk Shriekers to gather information on where you are at, since this mob is completely blind. But this mob also has a sense of smell, so even if you're not making any sound, the Warden can still know the general direction of you, so it will still come after you. So to escape this mob, you need to be fast but silent. And the addition of all the Skulk blocks and the Warden will make this game absolutely terrifying and turn Minecraft into pretty much a horror game. Now, you will mostly find these Skulk blocks in these deep, dark cities. These will be somewhat similar like the Nether Fortress and the Piglin Bastion, but these will be in the deep, dark caves. Now next is probably one of my favorite features that will be added in the Wild update, and it is boats with chests. I think that boats with chests are definitely a needed feature, and it should have been in the game a while ago. These boats with chests will allow you to gather more stuff and give you more space for collecting stuff while you are out on your travels. And what's a better place to be traveling than these Mangrove Swamps? And of course, with Mangrove Swamps come the mangroves that will be added to the game. But these mangrove trees will not grow on saplings. These trees will grow on propagules. These are things that will be planted into the water and then will grow to a beautiful mangrove tree. And not only is mangrove tree gonna give you new mangrove wood, but it's also gonna give you these root blocks. Now, I don't know if these root blocks will be able to be used as wood, but they look absolutely insane, and they will make these mangrove trees look absolutely incredible. And of course, you can craft mangrove planks, which, if you ask me, kinda just look like jungle wood, but maybe a little bit more orangey. But hey, that's just my opinion. Some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna hate it. And up next is
wet dirt, otherwise known as mud.
Yeah, they're adding wet dirt, or mud. Basically, if you're gonna make dirt wet, it will turn into mud. But then, the cool thing is, if you dry mud, you will be able to get clay. Meaning that now you will be able to get an automated resource of clay. And as well as being used for clay, mud will also be used to create mud bricks. And if you ask me, these look sick, and I can't wait to use these in my builds. And up next is an insanely amazing new feature and a new mob being added to Minecraft. It's frogs! Yay! Frogs are a mob that many people have been wanting in the game for years. These frogs will be hopping around your local swamps and probably mangrove swamps very soon. But what are frogs gonna eat? Well, I guess Mojang likes to make themselves believe that planet Earth turns slowly because they're adding fireflies to the game. Fireflies look absolutely insane, and they will fly around swamps, and probably the mangrove swamps as well, and they will be just chomped on by some frogs. But Mojang isn't gonna add baby frogs to the game. Instead, they're adding tadpoles. Tadpoles will be swimming around these swamps, and once time comes, they will turn into big frogs. But there's not only the swamp frog, there's also two new variations of frogs. There's the snowy frog and the tropical frog. Basically, a tadpole that grows in snowy weather like snowy mountains or a snowy taiga biome will turn into a snowy frog, but a tadpole that grows in a desert biome will turn into a tropical frog. And if you ask me, the tropical frog is my favorite. And if you're wondering when you're going to be able to play part 2 of the Caves and Cliffs update and the Wild update, the Caves and Cliffs part 2 is coming to your devices in 1 or 2 months. And the Wild update will be released next year. And that pretty much concludes Minecraft Live 2021, except for one very big thing. The mob vote. This is probably the thing you were waiting for, and in a close battle between the alley and the copper golem, the alley won! Let's go!